They sang, they serenaded all the ladies. People were like, who are these boys? We didn't know. NSYNC. So I did a show called Pajama Party. So NSYNC came, hung out with me and Sharon, my co-host, for hours.
Here we go. It's the one of the final 15-minute morning shows until it takes over as the after party.
Yes.
Right?
Aftermath. We're in transition right now.
Look at Andrew. He's like, yeah, whatever, people.
Whatever it is.
You know, Andrew did go to a lot of work coming up with the after party, and then Gandhi just changed it to the aftermath.
Yeah,
How
she
do you
just
feel about
shit
that?
all over you.
I mean, I'm used to it from Gandhi at this point.
Wow.
Wow.
First of all, how hard did he work to come up with the term after party? Because it shouldn't have been that hard. And aftermath was just superior.
Oh, wow. Okay, moving on. So what were you playing as I was getting down to one Bubba Sparks and Ms. New Booty?
Did you just say getting down?
I
You
got
were
down.
getting down?
Watching the whitest people here, because I'm not as white as you people.
Danielle, speak for yourself.
It was I at least grew up in the Bronx. I don't know what was going on over there, but that was hysterical.
That's my music. I'm sorry, Scary and I. That's our music.
I found you, Miss New Booty.
That's your music?
Get it right, get it tight.
You were like
get it right,
4
get it
when
tight.
I met Paul Wall.
Yeah.
Hello.
Met Paul Wall. I met Paul Wall today.
So there was a time in the late 90s and early 2000s when all these artists were coming through here and we were playing these songs on the radio when they were brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
There was a time, Diamond. There was a
these
time.
kids were in diapers.
But
Yeah.
Paul Wall
You
wasn't the 90s. Paul Wall and Bubba Sparks were
2000s.
definitely in the 2000s.
Early, the aughts. The early aughts.
I can tell you because I have.
Going into high school, that was what we played at our school. Dances. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that was.
Junior high school. Sorry, I'm a little younger than you.
I have a Bubba Sparks ID that's in the system here from 2003. So that's when he came around.
Wow.
Oh, I love that song.
Early 2000s.
So
I
what
love
kind of
Ugly.
amazes me is how you know, Diamond, every single word to Miss New Booty.
Of course. Are you kidding me?
I mean, that song is 21
Sorry.
years old.
I was like 6. We were getting about. What else do you think I was doing? I was listening to. We would listen to it on the radio, and then you would come home and turn on TRL or 106 in Park.
Yep.
You were watching it
Yeah,
there.
oh my gosh.
Remember when
Wow.
you would cut school or not go to school? Your parents would let you stay home. All you had to watch were videos all day. Come on.
Yeah, that's
We were
back in the
getting
day when there were
poppin'.
videos.
You had parents that let you not go to school?
Are you kidding? My mom.
Oh my God.
My dad, not so much, but my mom, I'm like, I'm sick. She's like, oh my God. She has a fever, stay in the bed. Yes.
Okay, that I can understand how you're a fan of Paul Wall or Bubba Sparks.
Yeah.
Andrew, on the other hand.
Let me tell you something. I had my little Napster music player because my parents really thought Napster was going to be the thing.
2005. 2005.
I did not get an iPod for quite some time. But yeah, I loved all of that. I loved all of it. Candy Shop. Oh my God, I love that one too.
Yeah,
Oh, every time.
I love this. It makes me so happy.
Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
Yes, of
I'll
course.
take you to the candy shop.
Scary. What were you doing when that came out?
Lollipop.
I was playing them on Z100 when I was doing the overnight shift.
Yeah.
You were an adult.
I wish-
That's scary.
I was going to clubs. I was doing club gigs.
He was letting girls lick the lollipop.
Like a lollipop.
Oh, God.
2007. Hello.
Scotty, what were you going to say?
I wish there was a way that I could play this for you because you guys would laugh. Is there any way that you can hear this if I play it? The Bubba Sparks ID that he did for me in 2003.
Oh my God, please, because he was a
Put it
little
in- You have to
lispy.
put it into Q.
Chilling with my dog. Hold on.
Because of the group.
Put it in offline mix.
So what is Bubba Sparks doing today, Diamond?
He's skinny now.
Here, can you hear this?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Okay, hang on, go ahead.
Hey, this is Bubba
No, can't
Sparks
hear
kicking it with my dog.
Sorry, babes.
Wait, can Scary pull it up over here?
Kicking it with my dog.
If we Google Bubba Sparks in the computer in the next
Yeah,
minute-
it's just
only
scary.
thing from Bubba
Scary. If you go, scary.
Okay.
Scary. If you go into Segs and just type in SCB, it's one of those.
So you search for that, and now you peed next to Paul Wall today?
That was me.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm looking at
That'd be
Diamond.
weird if
I was like, what the hell happened here?
Wait, I had no idea. So what
Came out
happened?
of
was-
the bathroom and goes, ew, something weird happened in there.
Yeah, because okay, so when you go into a men's room, there's stalls lined up, and ours has 3. So I was peeing in the left one, and some dude comes and goes in the one right next to me instead of the open one all the way on the right. I'm like, what's going on here? This is weird. Why is he doing this? Is he going to meet gays? I had no idea. So as I was walking out, I told Gandhi, and then everyone's like, dude, that was Paul Wall. Like, I
Okay,
had no
so
idea.
here's the Bubba Sparks thing. Deanna, you're going to have to insert it later. Otherwise, it's going to go on the air. But we're all going to hear it in the room. Here it is.
Hey, this is Bubba Sparks kicking it with my dog Scotty B. And we right here on Z100, indeed.
That was amazing.
Bubba Sparks and Scotty B.
my dog.
My dog.
Okay,
dog.
can I just ask, can we just run all of the old artist IDs that nobody recognizes anymore? Can we just make that a thing?
I have so
The
many in
Bubba
there. It's
Sparks.
insane.
Paula Deanda is definitely in there.
Wow.
I know.
Walk
Because
away.
you're so damn easy. And Lil
Okay,
Wayne was in that
Okay,
one.
wait,
Wait,
hold on.
who-
Which
who
song?
is this?
Paula Deanda.
Paula Deanda.
I don't remember Paula Deanda.
Oh my God! Pull it up, Scary.
Scotty, when
I
you
don't
were
think he
peeing
was
next to
just-
Paul Wall, did you freeze?
Walk away.
No, is that the name of one of his songs?
No. Like when you were going to the you were going to the
Oh,
bathroom.
because I get nervous? No, because the stream was already flowing.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to get it out if someone came next to me.
We only have Paulina Rubio. Sorry.
Well, play
Hold
her
on.
too.
This is
Yet another one. So,
Wait.
so Diamond, you got to meet Paul Wall today? You didn't
Oh.
pee next to him, huh?
Well, we
Here,
were down the
here.
hall, and he came out of the bathroom, and we had said, like, someone had said that he was in the building. So Andrew got excited and started playing his song, and he comes out of the bathroom, and we make eye contact, and I'm just like, hey! And I point to Andrew, who doesn't see him, but Andrew turns it up, and I was like, ah! And he just smiled, and,
Aw.
Wait here.
don't
Oh
remember?
yeah.
just yesterday, and I feel that I
what a
must
jam.
confess.
You don't know the song?
Even though it kills
I
me
do recognize
to
it.
This was on my Bebo. I couldn't have a MySpace.
Why couldn't you have a MySpace?
I was too young, according to my mom.
This
I'm like,
was-
girl.
We used to limit social media exposure. Like, we actually cared about that at one
Oh,
point.
yeah.
And now everybody is just like Finstas and all this other stuff.
my
Nobody
God.
cares anymore.
That song was 15 years ago.
Oh, my
please.
God,
I
Paula
can't.
Deanda,
I
my
can't.
girl, where is she now?
Where is she now?
I know
She's
she
got to be doing something.
She auditioned for The Voice or something like that
Mm-hmm.
years later, and I was like, I kind of feel like. Oh, no, I think it was what's the other one with
Idol?
Simon Cowell? No.
X Factor?
X Factor. It was something, and I was like, you're already famous. What happened?
You can't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe
and
it
they
was
went-
you were
Let's go.
already famous.
She's got 224,000 followers on Instagram. Let's see. Oh, she's in her bikini in this
let me look
one.
now Nate's interested.
Magical Nights.
Do you know what we were talking about while we were watching all of these videos? How much better people looked back then because everybody was fairly natural.
Yeah.
Like people looked different.
Yeah.
They had real bodies. It wasn't this weird like filler Botox expanded odd version of a centaur.
Yeah. Very. That's a good way to put it.
She just performed at the West Coast Music Festival.
Paula
Saturday,
Deanda.
November 30th. Yep, with Baby Bash, Sugar Free,
Oh my
King
Baby
Lil
Bash.
G,
Baby Bash is still
Outlaws.
alive?
Yep. DJ Quick,
He was just a baby.
Oh
MC
my
Magic.
God.
It was November.
She's gonna
it
be
was
at like Lovers and
November
Friends
30th.
or something like that. That festival. Oh, I need to go.
Who's talking about Baby Bash?
Wait,
Sugar, how you
3LW too.
get so fly. We were talking about that.
I loved 3LW.
Is that Baby I'm a Do Right?
Yeah.
Good song.
This is a great song.
I
We
love
should be
this
playing this.
So you hear that thing in the background?
Yeah.
They used to. This was just reminds me of MTV Cribs. So this is where I go and chill, and then they would do like 17 different slow mos of the hot tub. This is
Well,
where the
they would
magic
all-
happens.
wait, they would
Pan
all,
up, pan
like-
down, to the side, to the right.
Yeah.
just
And you
all
know
the
they
pictures
would
of
rent
bedroom.
they'd rent the houses. Like half of them didn't
Are
even
you kidding?
own their
Those
You
own.
didn't know that?
Cribs.
Of course,
Yeah, they were
were
all
not
rented.
real cribs.
Wow, this is how.
No, they were not.
You know which one was the dead giveaway? Lil Wayne's house. They went in and he had like one bed in an empty room. And there was nothing else in any of the house. I
Oh,
was
you
like,
know whose house was his house? Redman.
well, yeah.
I saw that one.
Yeah,
I was
Staten
He
Island.
lives in a junky apartment in Staten Island.
Yeah, those are my favorite. When you expect them to live in some great place and it's like this jankety ass.
But all the rest, that was all set up. It was all,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
weren't their real
my
houses.
childhood.
What about
It's
the
gone.
worst? Flip this. What was the card? The
Oh,
thing
Pimp
with
My
the
Ride?
exhibit. Pimp
Yeah.
My Ride.
I used to
With the
love
exhibit.
that
My
on
Ride.
Sundays.
Like,
Yeah.
why do you need a hot tub in the car? That doesn't seem practical.
We heard you like swimming, so we put a dive tank in your car.
There's like a gun range in the back of a minivan. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Ah, the hydraulics. Cars that bounce up and down.
The only cribs I remember was, do you remember Mark Curry from Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show?
Who?
The
Yeah.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Come in. Come here. Come here. Get.
Oh my God.
A naked man just ran by.
He's taking his shirt off and running around. What is he doing?
So I forgot what I was about to
Guy's
say.
butt crack.
Well, I
That
wanted
worked.
Cubby to come in because he was scheduling all the songs
Yeah,
that
you're
you guys
right.
are
He
singing
was the
right
music director.
He also
at the
wasn't
time.
wearing a shirt just now.
now. You tell him.
He's back. He's back.
Come here.
Can't put a shirt on.
Putting his clothing on.
my
Why
God.
is his
I saw more
butt
crack is
butt
out.
crack so often?
Why
Cubby.
are you?
Your shirt's
Your
on
shirt
Go
backwards.
backwards.
Well, it's okay. So, Cubby,
You'll do it.
we're reminiscing about the late 90s and early 2000s, top 40 and rap music because they, for some reason, know all the words to these songs.
For some reason.
Bubba Sparks, Paul Wall.
And we, but
Scary, you do know Diamond
booty,
is
booty, booty, rocking everywhere.
Yeah.
Booty, booty, booty. Is that
Diamond
Bubba
is
Sparks?
30 years old.
Yeah, I'm 30.
What else?
For some reason.
What are some other songs that you were like, oh, that's right?
Showstopper, Dandy Kane.
Dandy Kane.
Did you play that?
Yeah, I don't think we did.
A little
We
bit.
did?
A little bit. We flirted with it.
You don't remember? You were the music
Well, I
director.
might have left then. I left in 06.
Oh, you did?
Diamond,
Oh, yeah, that was after that.
You and I were talking about No Diggity the other day and the follow-up to No Diggity.
Yes, which was Don't Leave Me.
Don't Leave Me. Yes, that was a good song.
My kids are singing No Diggity now. It's all back on TikTok.
Yeah, that's it. TikTok, make it
I like
hot
the way you
again.
work it.
Oh, what about that one? Don't mess with my man, Nivea.
Did you play that?
Don't mess
Yeah, we
with
did.
my man.
We did
I don't know whenever I get to ya.
We did a Z. Yo, you want to look? We did a Z100
Party plane.
dysfunctional family vacation with Nivea.
Really?
And Nivea, the
Nivea
shampoo
sponsored
sponsored it.
it.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Yeah. And Nivea's dad got drunk with us.
Oh my God.
What? We
There are
got
some
drunk with a
things
lot
about
of
that
dads.
family.
Yeah, we
They're
did.
Artists.
St. Lucia.
Rihanna got drunk with us in
yeah.
St. Lucia
Are you
at our
kidding?
Z100 party plane. Did she not?
The same party plane that y'all put all the margaritas on my tab.
Your room.
Remember that?
Are you kidding?
And I got
And Ray J dove into the shallow end head first.
that's right.
That
You almost
makes
got
a lot
hurt.
of sense.
We had
that's
Ray
probably
J.
where it
We had how many
started going
girls
down
could
the
get into
future.
Ray J's shower
Of Ray
contest
J.
live on the
Yeah.
radio?
What?
How many girls could go into Ray J's shower
Yes,
live
that's
on the morning
right.
show?
That's right.
We sent a bunch of listeners up into Ray J's shower with
Yep.
Ray J, and we put them on the air. We did some crazy
That was
shit.
Yeah,
that was
that-
pre-Kardashian though, I think.
Right.
And what did we do with Sean Kingston? There was a whole thing.
I got a
my
story
God.
about Sean Kingston.
And didn't we have a big lube slide in Florida?
We're
Yes,
Greg T. We're
we
Greg T.
did.
Miami.
The
KY,
it
the
was
KY.
Astroglide.
Astroglide,
It was your
yeah.
Astroglide slip and slide.
Yeah.
This is getting
Don't
a
mess
little-
with my man. Back to Nivea. I gotta go. I love you guys.
Keep your clothes on.
I have Nivea shaving cream in my shower, and I swear to you, every time I'm shaving now, I sing "Don't Mess with My Man."
What?
Because I shave in the shower, and I have a can of Nivea, and I always think of that great time that she was with us on the beach. We had all these celebrities before. I mean, these people are like superstars now. We had them when they were nothing.
Yep.
Oh,
That is true.
who's somebody else that comes to mind besides Rihanna?
Rihanna's the
define
probably
superstar because we're
Yeah,
working with a lot
Yeah.
here.
Rihanna's probably the
Oh, we
biggest.
did mention Sean Kingston.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm going to say, I told this story on the Brooklyn Boys podcast, but Danielle will remember this.
What?
In 1998, Jingle Ball, Madison Square Garden, in the green room, there was a little girl with a backpack, scared
Yeah.
for her life.
Not
and
talking to
Not
anybody.
talking to anybody. The record rep came up to Danielle
Yeah.
and to me and to other people on the show, like, Scary, Danielle, meet this girl. She's got a single out. She's got a song out. She's here. She's observing because next year they're going to probably book her
Yes.
for Jingle Ball.
Yeah.
And we had a nice conversation with her, and she sat there, all cordial and cute. Who was it, Danielle?
Britney Spears.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Now that's good.
So that's kind of, who sang in our, all the people that sang in our
I
conference
remember
room.
98 Degrees came upstairs to the conference room. Nobody knew who they were. They sang, they serenaded all the ladies. People were like, who are these boys? We didn't know. NSYNC. So I did a show called Pajama Party. So NSYNC came, hung out with me and Sharon, my co-host, for hours. Nobody knew who they were. Justin Timberlake, that was when he would wear pantyhose over his curls because he had big curls. Yes. He
Yeah.
came over and he said,
you
hey,
didn't
do
know
you
that?
want to hear our stuff? I'm like, sure. Played us their stuff. I put him on the phone with my sister. Not one person knew who NSYNC was, and we just hung out with them for hours.
We
It
would
was the
do-
crazy. That was when Justin asked me out. It was the craziest
Justin asked
stuff.
Danielle out. We had weekly meetings in our conference room, and we would have performances.
Taylor played.
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
What's her name? Oh, Christina Aguilera did a thing. And when we did our, sometimes when we do our like rah meetings in September, like time to reset and like go to boot camp, John Legend just casually playing the piano for
And
us.
you know what it was too? So we didn't have what
Chelsea
we have
Piers.
today. They didn't have the
Chelsea
social
Piers, right?
platforms they have today to
No.
launch their careers. So they needed radio a lot back then, to the point where we were their first stop to try and, get people to notice them. And they would have little concerts and lunches, and we'd get to see it all first and talk to them all first, and it was crazy. I remember sitting with Britney Spears at an interview, and I was wearing a big purple sweater, and she was just new on the scene, and she said, oh, I love your purple sweater, and I said, oh, well, we were just chatting. She goes, yeah, I don't get to do anything I want to do. They tell me what to wear. And this was before she was even like really huge.
This is
on
like
the scene.
Baby One More Time was just like breaking, like her first single.
Not so lucky.
No.
This is a story about a girl named Lucky.
About Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
We met him before he was famous when I was an intern at my old radio station. And he was so annoying. He was a little kid.
Yeah,
incredibly irritating. Everyone wanted him to go away. We had this event called Red, White, and Boom, which is like massive fireworks.
Yeah.
And he came to that. And they told him he was performing on the air, and he wasn't. It was only to like the tiny little crowd that was right there. And all these years later, people were like, well, damn. We really missed it there.
2008, I had to go to the grand opening of a Microsoft store. It's when Microsoft had their stores. And I'm there, and it was my radio station in Los Angeles. And they're like, yeah, this kid's stopping by, and the girls really like him. His name's Justin Bieber. I'm like, whatever.
He's huge on the YouTube.
Like,
whatever.
Yeah.
And
11-year-old.
I never even saw him because there was hundreds, if not thousands, of teenage girls, and I'm like, who's this little kid? Why are all these girls excited about this little kid? And then 6 months later, he is the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, Garrett and I had him in someone's house on Long Island in the living room.
That's right.
That sounds so creepy.
The day before, he was at a mall that got shut down, and the police were looking for Scooter Braun at the time because Scooter wouldn't let Justin say, hey, go home. So the police actually... They shut down the blocks, right? Yeah. So the only way you can get on the block is pretty much showing your ID that you lived on the block. And we did a contest, Justin Bieber in your house, and like Justin performed for about 10 girls, and the police were outside just waiting for Scooter Braun.
Our friend Brittany Schroeder, who works here, she had Justin Bieber at her bat mitzvah.
What?
Yep. Yeah, ask her about it.
That's so
and then
crazy.
listen, how many mall appearances did you do with all these artists that then became something?
So
huge?
many. So many. It's Sam Goody. All those record
Goody
stores that don't exist anymore.
Do you remember what I did to Bieber? Oh my God.
What did you do?
Well,
Again, sounds creepy.
Usher had just been on the air with us, right? And he wasn't the nicest person at the time. Supposedly, he has changed a lot. People were complaining on the messages saying, get him off the air. Remember?
Usher or Bieber?
Usher.
Okay.
Usher.
So I did not realize that Usher at the time was Bieber's guy. Like, whatever. So Bieber comes on, and we're at the end of the interview. He and I are chatting for a little bit. He was a little boy, tiny little kid, and I'm like, "Well, just don't turn into Usher." Blah blah blah. And he goes, "Why? What do you mean? What is she saying? What happened?" And I go, "Well, he wasn't the nicest person." And then they go to me, Danielle, did you know the whole connection with him and Usher? I'm like, "Oh." So then when I wasn't in the room, he actually asked somebody. He goes, "Did she mean that? Like, was he not nice to people? Whatever." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what did I say?"
Danielle.
But I didn't even whatever. I didn't
Don't
even,
end up like your mentor.
right. I didn't put two and two together. I had no idea.
Danielle has a history of sticking her foot in
That's
her mouth.
okay. You not even go there.
Delicious.
You know who used to come up all the time when I interned and worked at Power? Cardi B.
Oh,
There all the
Before she was
time.
famous.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Before she got her new teeth and her new face.
So she used to be on like Instagram a lot. And she used to hang out with DJ Self, and I used to help like run his board a lot. So she would be there chilling, obnoxious as usual, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't take this." And then summer comes, summer goes. The girl is the biggest thing in the world. I'm like, "Damn, we should have been besties."
Right? You should have gotten in then. What happened?
And then on the flip side, I'm sure that we've all met people that we thought were going to be huge, and you just never heard from them.
Oh, there's
It's such a
countless
weird
numbers of those.
business.
Yeah.
God, so many.
That's a whole other podcast.
Wow, I think we went over 15 minutes.
That's
Yes,
good.
we
We
did.
probably could talk about this for like an hour.
We can break this up and make it 2.
What was the aftermath? How long was
18 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
See what Andrew and Diamond bring to the table?
Well,
Taking the rest of the year off. Bye, everybody.
Bye.